Hello, my lovely feminines. How are you? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Bri, and today we're going to be doing a reading for the feminines per request. I'm very happy to do this for you guys. Before we begin, if you're not already subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you are interested in a private reading, there are only 2 days left in my sale, so get that while you can before my prices go up for August. So let's go ahead and see where the feminine energy is and what messages the feminine needs to hear. Hope you guys are all doing well. I've been feeling really good the past few days, and I know it's different for a lot of different feminines, but all in all, I think we all know what we need to do. I think we all know the strength that we need to carry right now. So let's see what the reading has to say. Most important messages for the feminine energy. Most important messages for the feminine. Okay. All right, so we have the Two of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Father of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Temperance card, and the Magician. Okay. So this row, I'm pulling for the feminine energy. This next row is going to be the masculine energy, and we have the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Mother of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Empress card as the outcome. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man. Okay, so feminines. Bottom of the deck, look at this. We've got the Hanged Man and the Ace of Cups. So if there is anything that you are holding on to, it is time to let it go. And that can be a person that you're holding on to, that can be a job that you're holding on to, that can be a friendship that you're holding on to, a negative thought pattern, thought loop that you've been hanging on to. It is time to let that go, and so that you can allow new and fresh energetic energy to come into your life. I feel like a lot of you are making a lot of big decisions. You're choosing between one or the other, this or that, after a period of going through some darkness. But I feel like in the past few days, you've come into a really big realization about what it is that's truly going to make you happy. I feel like the goal for the feminine right now is just being emotionally in a good place. That's it. Not a lot to ask for. Just trying to be emotionally stable. Okay. So that's the underlying energy here. There's things that need to be let go. There's situations that need to be let go of. Okay, overall energy, we have the Two of Wands. So right now, it's like you're in a position where you are letting go of the past. You're coming to peace with the past. You're realizing what the flaws were, what the lessons were, And now you're here present in the moment, trying to seize the opportunity, but you're also looking forward to the future, trying to decide what it is that you want. So it's almost like you're looking at your life from an outside perspective. You can see how everything is connected. You can see how everything has been a cause and effect. So you're in a really good place where really the future can be anything you want it to be. The present can be anything you want it to be as well. But the past just is what it is. And I think a lot of you are coming to terms with that. So, in your headspace, feminines, we have the 7 of Swords. So in your head, I feel like there's a little bit of defensive energy in a way. Like you're trying to defend this emotional state that you're cultivating. So for some of you, you're in a really good place emotionally. You're in a really good place mentally, spiritually, physically. And now it's kind of more like, okay, like I've worked myself to this point. I have to protect it. For some of you, you're still holding on to, you see how this fox is holding on to one of the swords? It's like you're still holding on to one little piece that is preventing you from fully moving forward. There's still one itty bitty little thing that you're holding on to that you need to let go of so that you can have this. And I think for some, there's a little bit of fear involved with letting go. And that's why you're still holding on. Like you may just still be ruminating over one small detail of the situation. But it's time to let that little detail go. It's time to now come into the present moment and realize where you currently are right now. And take an assessment of where you currently are right now. And if there's anything that doesn't resonate with your future vision, with where you're going, it has to be let go so that this can come in. Okay, so in your heart space, however, we have the Father of Cups. So you have become very, very emotionally mature. You really have. You really have come a very long way. You know, where people used to be able to take advantage of you, that is no more. Where people used to be able to push your boundaries, that is no more. Or you would take everything personally, that is no more. You've realized what your emotional flaws have been and how that has contributed to your situation. I feel like you're just more emotionally responsible as well. You're not going to put out, you know, negative emotions or emotions that you're going to regret later. You're just very much so, okay, taking things one step at a time. So it's a very good place to be, feminine. But all in all, with all that being said, in your hopes position, we have the Two of Swords. Or I'm sorry, the Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Because you're here emotionally. Because this is where you are in your path. You are ready to have a very real and romantic bond with somebody. You really are. You're really ready. Whereas before, not even like a month ago, you didn't have the same emotional maturity. I feel like you've kind of recently learned the lesson, like learned the big lesson, like learned the big flaw. And you really have been able to to really come around from it. Okay. So you're ready. You're ready for this. For like the first time in a very long time, you're actually truly ready for this, where you know how to handle yourself in your life, and you know how to love yourself, and you know how to put yourself first. And because you've come so proficient in doing that, you feel that you deserve to have an amazing love connection. So some of you may currently be, you know, talking to someone, dating someone. This could be someone new. This could be someone from your past. Or some of you are just kind of getting the idea, you're coming to the realization that this is what you deserve, or this is what you want. However, in your Fears position, we do have the Temperance card. So though you have done a lot of healing work, though you have come very far emotionally, there is still a little fear over this. I feel like as you move forward into these connections, you do worry if maybe you're not really healed yet. Or maybe as you date these new people, you're starting to see, wow, this may be a little harder than I thought. You're realizing that just because you are here emotionally, not everyone else is there too. And that's a really hard realization. Because I feel like when you go into this new partnership, this is not something you're doing just for fun. Like, you want to have a genuine connection with this person. You know, you want this to be lasting. You want this to be real. So as you go through it, you know, that person may not necessarily be on your same healing level. So like, they can kind of tempt you to go back into your old ways, or tempt you to go back into just kind of lower energy thought patterns, or lower energy just things that you know are not right, you know? So it can be a little challenging right now. But the challenge here for you is the Magician. So the challenge here is for you to realize that you can make these situations anything that you want. Like, you have the ability to manifest whatever type of relationship or whatever type of connection that you want. And when you identify that someone doesn't meet your criteria, that person doesn't have to be there. Like, you don't always have to accept what is presented to you. Like, be kind, be courteous, have fun, and be, just enjoy the experience, but just realize that sometimes it's just an experience. It's not always going to be everything that you want. Sometimes we just have to have little experiences to show us things, to teach us different lessons. Okay, so the person that you are dealing with, I believe that the Five of Pentacles came out in this exact position for the no communication separation video that I did a couple days ago. So if this bottom line resonates, definitely go check that out. But for the person that you're dealing with, they are on a whole different energetic vibration than you are. They are in a space where they are facing a lot of loss. This whole eclipse, full moon, Aquarius, has brought them about some type of loss, whether this was losing you, whether this was losing a job, whether this was losing a place that they were living, whether this was losing some income stream, a piece of their business, a friendship, a family relationship. Like, they have lost something. However, like, what they have lost, it has been taken away from them in order to open up their consciousness, to open up their perception, to give them a little bit of freedom, because whatever they were focusing too much on, or whatever just needed to fall out of their life because it was no longer serving them, has fallen away. And now they have an opportunity to fill that space with something new. And I feel like for them, like, even though this may have been a loss, in their heart space, we have the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like they do see this as an opportunity. Though it may be sad, though it may have been unexpected, though it may have not been what they had planned for, wished for, prayed for, I feel like they do see this as a good opportunity to work towards something new. So right now, they're planning, they're strategizing, they're rethinking their game plan and trying to figure out, you know, how can I get what I want, but also put myself in a better life position. So before, they may have been doing things because they felt obligated to do them, but now they're doing things more because they want to do it, because they have like a bigger plan, a bigger future, a bigger idea, a bigger outlook, a bigger dream than they've ever had before. That just hasn't been possible. This situation has probably really been clouding them, like clouding their judgment or clouding their perspective, or just taking up way too much of their time. They have the Wheel of Fortune in their hopes position, so I feel that the reason why they're probably dealing with this loss so easily is because it kind of does feel natural. I feel like, I always say this, I feel like you can either make the choice to end something in your life, or it'll be ended for you. And I feel like this was a situation where they knew that they needed to end whatever the situation was, but they were putting it off and waiting and thinking and analyzing, and then it just got cut out. It just got completely cut out. But they almost feel like, they kind of feel like fate's on their side. Like, they kind of, like, it may have been, like, they may have been thinking about leaving or whatever, losing this, and then it happened, and they're like, oh, that kind of was, like, funny because I was thinking about this happening. Like, it's almost like they're kind of seeing how their thoughts can manifest their reality. So, very interesting. Very, very interesting. In their fears position, we have the Mother of Cups. So I do think with this new, with this loss, with this, like, you know, opening in their life, it is making them more aware of their emotions. They definitely are more, like, it's like they have more time to think, and consequently they have more time to feel, and that's unnatural for them. Like, maybe they're not really, like, the feely type, or maybe the situation kind of has them in their feelings a little bit, so now they have to learn how to, like, deal with it, how to cope with that. So that is something that they're just going to have to face. They're going to have to go through. They have to realize that life doesn't run off of it's not all analytical. It's not all about the process. Not everything has an answer. Like sometimes you just have to feel your emotions, because your emotions are trying to tell you something, but when you're not used to listening to your emotions, it can be uncomfortable. So I think they're afraid of that. They're kind of afraid of having this opening in their life, because now they have to really feel the loss of that and really feel into what it is that they want to bring into their life. For the challenge, we have the Three of Cups. So I'm seeing this in a bunch of different ways. For some of these people, they do have a third party situation, like there are just other people involved, and now they have to figure out like what they're gonna do as far as that is concerned, because I feel like they're switching their energy away from this, like from this type of energy, from like going out and, you know, just connecting with a bunch of different people who may not necessarily be people who they intend to have long-term connections with, but people who are kind of just there for the current moment. So now they're like trying to figure out, who am I going to keep around? Who do I need to let go of? For some of the people, I feel like this is just, they're actually needing to connect more. Like maybe they've been really introverted and hermited for a long time, and now that this space has opened up in their life, it now is providing them with an opportunity to, it's providing them with an opportunity to have more connections. Like maybe they kind of like were just so caught up in their job and like not going out and ignoring their friends. And now they have an opportunity to hang out more with their friends, especially since it's the summertime, and just kind of enjoy it and just enjoy life now. Yeah, so I see it both those ways. There's some people who have been connecting too much and need to pull back their connections. And then there's been other people who haven't been connecting enough, who need to have more experiences. The final outcome of this, feminine, is the Empress card. So though this person may be going through this experience in their life, this loss, whatever it is, I feel like you're really standing your ground. You are in a point where your happiness, your vision, your life has taken the forefront. That is what is most important. Going back to the first card, I feel like you're keeping a good, or trying to keep a defense up against the emotional state that you've cultivated. So I feel like right now you're probably feeling the strongest that you've been in a very, very long time. And this is not an energy that you're willing to give up. So this person may have their stuff going on, but if it's not resonating with you, then again, you're letting it go so that you can welcome in new, fresh energy that resonates more with you, that satisfies you more, that is more true to your heart, that makes you happier. So that is a very good place to be. All right, let's go ahead and pull a couple more cards for some advice and guidance. Okay. We have the Chariot, the Five of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Three of Wands. I absolutely love this. I love it. Okay, so Chariot, like I said, you're moving forward. You are leaving the past in the past. in the present moment, ready to charge forward into the future, because it's exciting. It's exciting. All the changes that are coming about, all the good things that are coming towards you, it's super exciting. So you're wanting to just take action and move forward on it. However, there may be a little bit of conflict that you're going to face, because as this person starts to kind of reestablish their life, they may come forward looking for some type of emotional support. If you haven't been talking to this person, they may come forward. Mother of Cups in the Fears position, they may come forward and look for some emotional support. And I feel like that's not going to fly with you, because number one, this person isn't where you are energetically. And number two, I feel like there's more to talk about here. Like, maybe the way that you left things off, things have changed significantly. Like, maybe you were just like a whole different person at that time, and you just have way different goals, and they can't just come back and expect that, you know, you're just gonna emotionally support them just because. Like, you guys may have things to hash out. So I do feel that there may be a tad bit of conflict. Seven of Wands. You really are doing a very good job of learning how to stand on your own 2 feet, learning how to pick yourself back up when you fall. I feel like you've become a master at that. And I feel like that's needed at this time. Again, you may have conflict with this person. They may come back and want to communicate with you, but it's like you're not having this right now. Like, I'm moving forward on this. You're thinking about the future. You're thinking about the future. You're keeping that long-term vision, that long-term plan in mind. And anything that doesn't resonate with that is going to be released. So I feel like what the advice here is saying is that as you move forward and as you progress and as you continue to commit to your long-term vision, you may run into conflict with people, but don't merge your energy with people who don't resonate with your energy. Don't just allow people back in just because you want them around, just because this is what you want. Again, like I said, you don't have to accept what is given to you. Realize that you do have the power to negotiate. You don't have to accept the initial offer. Don't be afraid to decline an offer that doesn't suit you. If it doesn't resonate with your long-term plan, if it doesn't resonate with what you think you deserve, I lost the card. Let it go. I was going to pull out the Hanged Man, which is not there anymore. But if you're not getting what you deserve, don't feel like you have to accept it. Don't be afraid to give a counter offer, and don't be afraid to walk away until you get what you want. Okay? So I really hope that this resonated with you. I'm wishing you guys the best of luck. If you want to connect with me, again, my sale is only going on for the next 2 days, so grab one of those readings while they're at the discounted price. You can follow me on Instagram. Down below, you can comment and let me know what you thought about the reading, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.